to you or call you, or people that you know will send you a text and be like, girl, I need to talk to you. I want to pick your brain. I want to run something past you. I need to talk to you about something. And they very well know that that is exactly what you do for a living. Well, I'm going to tell you how we're going to turn them conversations into contracts and consultations, because what we're not going to do, we're not going to keep on working for free. And I need us to understand this. So, this topic came up because someone in my mastermind group put in the chat let me give it to you, a message from Dr. Sonia. Who is it from? Dr. Sonia Strebling or something like that. Dr. Sonia. She's on Instagram. Yeah, Dr. Sonia Strebling. She is at I am Dr. Sonia on Instagram. And she was talking about how people want to pick your brain for free. And so one of my folks says, I love this message. I find myself giving out way too much advice for free. I do not know how to smoothly make that transition. And so that's what we're going to talk about real quick in this session. So if that's something that you're struggling with, come on, we're going to talk about this. First of all, the first thing that I want you to tell those people, when someone says to you, can I pick your brain? You need to say, oh my God, that sounds painful. Like, seriously, somebody is in your head picking your brain. Don't you know that's painful? No, we are not going through harm to try to help you with your situation. And you are trying to harm us by taking our value, our knowledge, our expertise for free. So, no, you cannot pick my brain. No, you cannot. Slavery is over. We do not work for free, first of all. Okay, so second of all, let's get into the strategies that I myself use, because I struggled with the same thing as well, especially when it came to family and friends, especially when it came to family and friends. And Dr. Sonia was right. Family and friends get invoices too. Family and friends get invoices too, because as she said, how can you bring your whole self when you're not getting paid for it? When you pay me for my services, I'm going to give you my undivided attention. I'm going to treat you like a paying client. I'm going to make sure that you get the result that you were looking for. So if you want me to support you at my highest level, you need to receive an invoice. You need to pay for the services. And truth be told, they should understand that just like you pay everybody else, you should be willing to pay me. I would much rather pay my family than to pay a stranger, but that's a whole different story for a whole different day. So the first thing that I do when people say to me, because people will say to me even today, they'll be like, oh, Dr. D, can I pick your brain for a minute? And so what I do is I acknowledge their interest in my expertise. I will acknowledge that you want to learn something about me, but we need to be in a more formal setting. I'm not in the mind space right now. And so let me send you a link so that you can set up a time on my calendar. That's my favorite. That's my go to. And especially if I'm like out in public, or, even if my phone rings, like my phone will ring and someone will be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? It's someone who I know. And they'll be like, I want to run something past you. Well, I know me. I will get to talking and I will give away all of the strategies. You will have them all. I will have work for you for free. And so I know that about myself. It's a level of self-awareness that is needed. So since I know that about myself, I don't even let the conversation get started. When they say, I want to run something past you real quick, I will say, I will revert to, ooh, okay, wait a minute. I'm a little preoccupied right now and I can't give you my full undivided attention. So let me send you this so you can set up a time. I probably have some time today on my calendar. So let me send you a schedule, because right now is not a good time. You got to protect your time. You got to protect your expertise. You got to protect your value. So send them that link. If they really want to talk to you, they will click on that link. And that link can be for a free 15-minute session. It can be for a consultation. Now, for me, because I do want to see if it's something that I can really help you with, I have a book a free 15-minute online call. So we can talk for 15 minutes. And I'm monitoring myself to make sure that that call doesn't turn into a 30-minute, 40-minute, 50-minute phone call. 15 minutes. I can give you 15 minutes for free. I can. But I'm also going to see how I can help you, And when you say what the problem is, I'm not giving you the solution to the problem. I'm simply telling you, oh, well, that is in my mastermind. Oh, that's exactly what we cover in the work that I do. To let them know this is the thing that I get paid to do. And if you want the solution to this problem, you can pay over here. Hey, my aunt, girl, we finna talk about this. We are about to talk about this. So I acknowledge that they know that I have the skill that they're looking for, but then I redirect them. I'm either redirecting them to a book a free 15-minute call. And my language is, ooh, right now is not a good time. I'm a little preoccupied and I can't give you my full attention because I was doing something else. Because after all, they called you in the middle of something. They don't know what you were doing. So when the call came, you answered the call, you said hello, and they were like, hey, how are you? Hey, Giovanna, how are you? I was calling to see if I could pick your brain for a few minutes. You don't have to say yes. Like, that's the first step, is not saying yes. Don't say yes. When they say, let me run something past you, they're waiting on your response. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, girl, what is it? No, that's not your response. Your response is, oh, I'm a little preoccupied right now, and I can't give you my full undivided attention. But that also means that some of us got to stop being nosy. Some of us want to know what's about to be said because we nosy. No, we're not gonna be nosy. Like, we got to stop being nosy. When they say, hey, girl, let me pick your brain for a minute. Hey, girl, let me run this past you. Girl, what do you think about this? Your immediate response should be, they want me to work for free. I'm telling you the truth. They want me to work for free. That should be your response. And then you should be saying to them, oh, wait a minute. I'm a little preoccupied right now. I can't give you my full undivided attention, but wait, let me send you my calendar. Let me send you my calendar. And I probably have time on there today so that I can give you my full undivided attention. And then I'm going to send them my Calendly link to book a free 15-minute consultation. Because I do believe that some things you don't have to pay for. But when I'm talking to them and they're saying, okay, girl, thanks for taking my call. I was looking at getting into consulting. And as I was thinking about consulting, I knew that you did consulting. So I wanted to call you to see how you were able to get your career started in consulting. And then I'm going to let them know, oh, okay, that's a really great question. First of all, congratulations on taking a leap. Like, you took a risk and your reward is going to be amazing. But the way that I was able to get into consulting, first of all, I was already doing the work. And so because I was already doing it, I had some experience, but I also knew that I needed some additional supports because there was a lot of things I didn't know. So I had to go and pay for mentorship. I had to pay for business coaching. I had to get into programs and get into the environment of other people who were consulting and who were thinking differently than me, because I was in a pool of teachers and educators. So I had to pull myself out of that pool and go over to where the people are doing what I do and where people are making their own income. And in this world, it's not free. It's a pay-to-play society. And so then they're like, oh, okay, you see, I told them what my strategy was, but I didn't tell them any information they now know you need to pay. So then I let them know, well, if you're looking to get into consulting, that's the work that I do. We have an amazing program. It's called the Educators Collective Mastermind. And I tell them a little bit about my program. And I let them know when we get off this call, I'll send you the link to the program so you can look it over. It's an amazing network of other educators, and you would be perfect for it. I'm going to send you that information because they'll pay somebody else, but they won't pay you. Girl, stop wasting your time. Friends and families get invoices too, just like Dr. Sonia said, okay? Friends and family get invoices too. And if your friend is not willing to pay you to help them to elevate their life or in an area of expertise that you are good at, is that really your friend? And why are they willing to pay somebody else and not willing to pay you? The next thing that I do, I'm giving y'all a couple of things that I do. Like the person who called me to get into consulting, the next thing I did, I sent a couple of videos that I've done. I have a video on what is consulting. I sent her a link to that video and a couple of others, how to figure out your niche in consulting. Those are already created. So I used information that was already created, available on YouTube, available on Instagram, available on Facebook, and I sent her the link to that. So that took away, you don't need me personally to answer this question. You can answer this question through a video that I've already done, because I've answered this question 1,000 times. But instead of you going to look at the collection of work that I've created that's free to everyone, you want to call me directly, and I should take time out of my day to explain to you, even though the exact answer in detail is available online, and all you have to do, you went online to listen to everybody else's podcast. You went online to look at everybody else's program. You went online to listen to everybody else's live. You show up at other people's lives, show up at my live. I do a live every morning. You need to come to my live every morning when I do the live. See, we got to stop letting people trick us into working for free. Out of the we don't want to be thought of as greedy. We don't want to feel guilty that we didn't help them. We don't want to say no. And so we have to get out of that idea. And then if it's something that people keep calling you about, girl, that means you need to develop a product around that. If people in your circle keep calling you about the same thing, and you don't have anything to sell them for that thing that they're calling you for, shame on you. Shame on you. And you don't have to have it created. You can let them know, because you done got this call 4 times of somebody asking the exact same thing about the exact same services. Girl, look here. Let me, I'm going to have a workshop on that coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'll send you the information for it. You see what I'm saying? Stop answering their questions. You can say, this is a great topic. You see how you all just asked me that question? Now, I'm paid to do this. My mastermind people pay me to do this. So they asked me a question: how do I take the conversation from free to paid? And I said, girl, that's a great topic. Let me do a live on it and come join me on the live. You see that? So now that's a great topic for me. But you might want to say, that's a great topic. I have a 1-hour consultation package that covers this extensively. Y'all better write these words down. Y'all getting this, Giovanna? Y'all getting this? So you need to be saying, that is a great topic. I have a 1-hour consultation or a 30-minute consultation, whatever your consultation package is. I have a 45-minute consultation package that covers this topic extensively. Would you like to know more about it? I'll send you the link. Let me send it right now in your text messages. Let me get that link over there to you. That's a great topic. Like, don't downplay the fact that that is a good topic. And I've covered this extensively, or I can cover this extensively in my 1-hour consultation. Let me send you the link. I just tell them, let me send you the link. I just tell them, let me send you the link. Okay. And then I acknowledge when people want my information, I will tell them, I'm so glad that you're interested in my insights. I'm so happy that you were able to find value. But now I'm so busy right now. Let me send you my calendar link so you can get on my calendar. Or when like my chef was here. My chef was here yesterday. And as we were talking, she was saying this very thing happens to her. And she don't have a link to send. She don't have a link to send. So when people are asking her about hiring a chef, when people are talking to her about catering an event, when people are talking to her about not wanting to hire her, but they're asking her questions about where does she shop at? Where does she get the food in bulk? What do you do if you have this? No, you need some type of consultation that they can call and talk to you about. And that's what I was telling her. And so she's just been giving away stuff for free for years. I says, do they have to pay in advance for the consultation? Absolutely. Absolutely. We ain't getting on the phone with nobody who paying after it's done. Now, keep in mind, there's a difference between a 15-minute free strategy call where they are calling you to tell you what their problem is quickly, and you are telling them what strategy you would use. My strategy might be I would get into a mastermind. I would go get into a group of like-minded people. But I wouldn't give them the whole shebang. You know what I'm saying? Because after all, you are selling a service. And the truth of the matter is, you're going to get them the strategy, then they're going to go pay somebody else to tell them the same thing you already told them. So you can either do the free 15-minute discovery call, consultation, whatever. That's a free one. Or you can do a paid one. I would definitely recommend that we have a paid one where we're actually giving strategy. So like if you are an IEP teacher and a parent wants to set up a consultation with you, you might talk to her about what the problem is to make sure that you can help her with the problem. Well, that was free. So on that call, she's going to tell you that her child has been in the school system. They're in the 8th grade. They've been had the same IEP for 2 years. They've been had a sub all year. The student ain't been receiving her services. And as a parent, you don't know how to get what you need for your kid. And now they trying to put them in all these low-level classes in high school. But the problem ain't that she can't read or write. The problem is her behavior, blah, blah, blah. So they give you that background. Well, you already know what the solution is because you're an expert in it. But you're not going to give her that solution. She's just telling you what the problem is so you can determine whether or not you can support her with that problem. That's the purpose of that 15-minute call. So then you would tell her, oh, we deal with that problem all the time. That's a common problem in the New York public school system. That's because they normally outsource their services. And when there's outsourcing, things begin to happen. And so there are 3 key things that you will probably want to do. You know what? You probably need to set up a 1-hour consultation with me, because I can walk you through what the process is. I can walk you through who it is you need to talk to, and I can walk you through the words that you need to say and what the follow-up needs to be. Let me send you the link for that consultation so that we can get this taken care of. The sooner you do it, the sooner you can get your daughter the services that she needs. And now you're sending her that link. She's going to click that link. She's going to set her time and stuff, and she can't submit until she makes the payment. Whether the payment is $97, $197, $99, $497, whatever, $297. Y'all know I love sevens. And so whatever the number is, they have to pay that before they can get onto your calendar. Once they pay it, it'll put it on your calendar, and all you need to do is show up. I would always recommend that when you're doing a consultation, that because we have Zoom available to us, go ahead and do a Zoom and send them the recording of it so that they can go ahead and look at it again afterwards to make sure that they're doing everything that you said do. That's right. And so that was my odds question. Do they have to pay in advance? Hey, Curiosity to Antidote. I think that's Olivia. Okay, so then the next thing is I want y'all to make sure that you're using existing content. A lot of you all have blogs, you all have videos, you all have newsletters, you all have freebies that you can send them that answer the question. Go ahead and send that to them. Let them know I'm a professional. This is a business. This is how I make my money. And so by sending them that, you're letting them know I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay. She said, yep, that's Olivia. So let them know I'm not new to this. This is the work that I do. You need to pay me for my services, but I'm going to give you this for free. And if you find value in this, then you can set up a consultation with me. Maybe this will answer your question. If this doesn't answer your question, feel free to set up a consultation, that paid consultation. Okay. And then the next thing is you want to make sure that you are setting boundaries. This is the big problem that a lot of us are having. We're not setting boundaries. So, you're be upfront about not offering free consulting services. You know me. Now, y'all know me. When people say, can I pick your brain? Like I'm at the point now where I give a little chuckle. I say, wait a minute. Are you trying to make me work for free? Because you know slavery is over. You know slavery is over. Now, girl, I don't work for free no more. We don't do that. Black folks, we don't do that no more. And I let them know, and I make them think about it. Am I trying to get her to work for free? Yeah, you trying to get me to work for free. Now, I'm just saying I'm forward like that. You might not be forward like that, but you can craft a polite but firm response that you can use when people are trying to get you to work for free. You can say, I appreciate your interest in my work. However, I found that I can provide the most value to you through a structured paid consultation. Y'all hear that? Y'all better write this down. I'm giving y'all good stuff. I'm giving y'all going, these folks is paying other people for stuff that I'm giving you for free. From my real life, from my real consultant. that has brought me in multiple six figures every year for the past 8 years. My first year, I made $192,000 in consulting. And now I'm making double that. Okay. About to be triple that. So I'm telling y'all what to do. People come to me all the time. I wouldn't tell you nothing that's a lie. That's not helping you. Olivia said I had to tell a friend it was not free. She has not said anything else to me about it. Absolutely. Because they will go and pay somebody else and want you to work for free. And then they will brag on those other people that they paid and won't mention that you do this work, won't send no clients your way, won't intro you, won't do anything. When you meet people, that she just be like, girl, this Olivia. Girl, you better get that introduction right and let them know, girl, this is she got her own business and she is a consultant. She going to these schools. They need to hype you up. Don't get me started. Okay. So my other suggestion is, sometimes we are talking to people who can also help us. And so we got to know when to want to be paid and when to kind of like barter services and support people in a different way. So if the direct payment feels, too steep for somebody, or, you feel uncomfortable, or they have something that would support you, there's nothing wrong with bartering services. Like, stop thinking that is over. You're just asking for compensation in a different way, like maybe through a referral or through a testimonial. Y'all picking up on this? Y'all picking up on this? So you can barter. You can get a testimonial that is true and genuine because they truly did work with you. So I can answer your question if you would be willing to give me a testimonial at the end. You can pick my brain for 15 minutes, but I'm going to need a referral from you at the end. You see what I'm saying? Is this making sense to y'all? Tell me in the chat if this making sense. Am I helping you right now? Y'all had me come on live to answer the question. I'm telling y'all what I do, and I hope it's helpful. She says she picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. So I want you to think about the other ways that you can get compensated, because we're not working for free. And then the thing that you need to be able to say is, because like some people they genuinely cannot afford your rates. Like, realistically, I know it's a lot of people who cannot afford to work with me because my time is valuable. I can go into the school system, do a VIP day for $10,000. So why would I then do a day with somebody for $300? That don't make sense. So because I know my time is valuable, but I still want to be able to help, I will say things to them like my consultation fee, when people want to just do an hour with me, is $497. So just to get an hour with me is $500. I will say, if my consultation fee isn't within your budget right now, I'm open to bartering services or other forms of compensation. Sometimes that means that they are going to refer me to 3 people. Sometimes that means that they're going to do an email intro. Sometimes that means that they're going to do like some tech work for me. So that's only if they have the skills that I'm looking for. But when it's something really simple, okay, let me answer your question and you give me a testimonial because I solved a problem for you. And then the other thing that you all need to do is educate your people about the value. Sometimes the people don't understand the value of what they're asking for. And this is all a part of that setting boundaries. Like, they don't know that what they're asking for, like, people would know that if you work with me on a VIP day, that's typically a $10,000 day. I can show you invoice after invoice after invoice where I've been paid $10,000 to work with a principal all day, do the follow-up work, and it's going to set him up for the next 90 days. But people don't know that. So you have to educate people about the value of what they're asking for and explain the benefits of the paid consultation over a casual conversation. You let them know in a casual conversation, I'm distracted. I'm walking all through the house. I'm playing with the dogs. I'm going to the front door, because this is just a casual conversation. When I'm in a consultation, I am sitting at my computer in my office, upstairs, in my attic. There are no distractions up here. I have a piece of paper, I'm recording, and I'm going to make sure that I have my full brain on. When I'm just having a casual conversation, my full brain is not on. My brain is doing 82 things, and 80 of them I ain't tell it to do. I only told it to do the 2 things. The other 80 is doing on its own. So I'm listening to you. I'm walking. I'm sweeping. I'm talking. I'm planning my meal and my dinner in my head. I'm thinking about who I need to call next. Like, let them know. So when we set up for a formal session, I prepare specifically for the challenges that you have. I'm coming to you already with strategies based on what you told me on that free call. And so I'm not wasting your time. I'm going to give you every minute that you paid for of high value. And this is very different from a casual chat, and it offers more targeted and effective solutions. So I hope this is helpful, because I want us to stop letting people pick our brain. I want us to stop allowing people to pick our brain and to make us work for free. And I want us to stop agreeing to work for free. I want us to be serious about the value that we bring and understand that you are valuable. It took you 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years to get this level of expertise. It would have taken them 6 months to get that solution, and you gave it to them in 6 minutes. You just saved them 6 months of time. But it was only because you had 30, 40 years of experience in doing this. That's just like people who are getting into consulting. I know people who've been trying to make a profitable consulting business for 6 years, and the most they've ever made is $20,000, $25,000. Then they come and work with me, and within that 6 months, they are pulling in contracts that are worth more than they've made in their whole business. That's valuable. I helped you to collapse time. I helped you to accelerate your business. And it's only because you paid me, because I was able to sit, think, put all my steps down, give you clear, concise strategies. And it's only because of the experiences that I've had in the past that allows me to be able to help you to skip the line. And y'all got to understand that what you're doing is valuable. It has value. Whether or not the person sees the value is not your business. You need to say, if you want to pick my brain, that is not free. That is painful. And I don't think that's a good way for us to work together. I'm just saying. Because when you come to me talking about picking your brain, I'm all like, oh, wait, that's painful. No, why I got to be the one getting injured? Why I got to be the one? Then they're like, nah, you know what I mean? I want to ask you a question. Okay, well, wait a minute, because right now my brain, I'm not ready. Let me let you get on my calendar so I can give you my full undivided attention, and we can talk about how we might be able to solve your problem. And then send them the link and get on off the phone. Stop over talking. Stop doing all the extra stuff. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. Say it in the conversation. And that's the part of the problem. We talk too much. I'm just saying, we just talk too much. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. That's all I got for y'all. I ain't got no more. Y'all know I can go on about this forever. But thank you, Dr. Sonia. I am Sonia J on Instagram, for bringing this topic up, and the folks in my group for being honest about struggling through this problem. And as Dr. Sonia says, friends and family get invoices